Howdy folks, welcome back to my World of Tanks replays with the mighty Jingles. Today I'm in the American Tier 6 medium tank, the EZ8 Sherman, the M4A3E8 with the rapid-firing 76mm M4A3E8 gun. I'm platooned up with Dan and Covey again, but they're in their KV-1Ss, and we found that this is a surprisingly effective combination, because the KV-1S can do 43 km per hour, and can keep up with a faster medium like the EZ8. And the combination of a quick medium tank with a rapid firing gun and two quick heavy tanks with monstrous derp cannons is surprisingly effective. They do complement each other very, very well, as you're going to see. Because what happens is these guys can, between them, both shooting at one target, can do 900 damage. And this is only a tier 6 game. And my gun, while it doesn't do nearly as much damage, fires so quickly. It's a really annoying distraction. And so you're going to find that what you can do is you can use the medium tank to distract the bigger enemy tanks, allowing these two monsters to roll out and blast them in the face with their 122mm guns. And because we're all more or less as mobile and agile as each other, it works really, really well in a platoon. So we're here on Sand River. It's a standard battle, none of that assault rubbish. I dare say a lot of you will be very pleased to hear that when patch 8 rolls out you'll be able to choose whether or not you want to continue playing assault battles and encounter battles. For now we're stuck with it, but random battle on Sand River I quite enjoy. So we're rolling up to the corner of the sand dune here. Dan and Covey are staying on this corner. I'm going wide, taking cover of the dead ground here, and I'm going to come up on the other side, just in case there's anything nasty waiting around the corner that we can't see. As it turns out, we're clear. There is a KV-1, but he's way over the other side. Now there's a bit of a lemming train effect coming on here, which is kind of worrying. So it's kind of up to us to make sure that instead of a lemming train, this becomes a push. And we maintain the momentum and keep going through. So we've got, well, that 3001P and A20, and there's a KV-1S around the corner, and a bunch of tank destroyers on the ridge behind the 3001P. P, however, is completely stock, and it's probably one of the worst stock tanks in the game. So my sympathies to that 3001P driver, because I know exactly how he feels. So okay, nail this A20, then we can go around the corner and deal with that KV-1S, and this was particularly amusing. Okay, pause it here, pull the camera back. Now, the Sherman EZ8 is a great little tank, but it's not very well armoured at all. The turret, armour at the front is 76mm thick, and the gun mantle, well, you know, look at it, that maybe adds an extra 25mm at the most. So you're talking about shots that hit the gun mantle, maybe 100mm of armour to go through. There's a KV-1S around that corner, and he has the 122mm cannon, which now has 175mm of penetration and will do an average of 390 damage. Can do a lot more. I only have 750 health. Watch this. Slow things down at quarter speed. That one bounced off my gun mantle. You couldn't make it. You couldn't make it up. And then I put a shot right through the front of his turret. And now this is what I'm talking about. This is the teamwork. Now I know his gun is going to take a minimum of 13 or 14 seconds to reload. So he tries to keep his turret pointing at me, and Covey puts one right through the side of his turret. And here we go. Okay, I'm trying to get under the cover of those buildings before that slugger starts shooting at me, but he seems to be shooting at somebody else, and it's around about this point where I spot their artillery. Yeah, I know, Jingles is not allowed to kill artillery. We'll just keep this one between you. slugger has been killed, so there's just that BDR up on the hill that we know about. Okay, time to go. There goes Dan in the lead. Oh no, that was Covey. There's Dan. You can always tell which one's Dan. He's the one with the god-awful camo pattern on his tanks. Covey assassinates the BDR, and now, and this is what I'm talking about here, soften him up, blast away most of his health with the KV-1S, finish him off with the Easy 8. Seems to be my day for killing 3001 Ps. And this is pretty much the only sort of circumstance where you're going to find this gun fails you, because it isn't very accurate at all. That should so have been a kill. You know, with most other tank guns it would have been, but at that sort of range, the M4A2 is just, it's not a good weapon. But the M4A2 isn't a sniper vehicle. It's all about... It's a typical fast medium. It's a flanking, brawling, fast medium tank. And yes, I know, don't worry, I'm not going to kill that one. And there you go, game over. Good result. Oh, you know, to be fair, the enemy team weren't that good. We lemming trained up by B7, and hardly anybody went down to the south. And if the enemy team had been any good, they could have held us off up there and then pushed from the south. But random games, random players, random results. But we did all right. 1100 XP, 22,000 credits. Obviously, it's a tier 6 game. We're a tier 6 vehicle, so we're not going to get a massive amount of XP out of it. But yeah, 3001 Ps, a T1 heavy, and a priest. And we damaged an A20. Oh, I thought we'd killed the A20. Somebody else must have gotten the killing blow. Fair enough. And hurt that KV-1S before Covey assassinated him with his 122mm. Hits received 5. Now this is not something you are ever going to expect to see in an Easy 8, because it is not the best armoured vehicle in the game. To be fair, a lot of those hits were autocannon hits from the A20. You didn't have a hope in hell of penetrating us, but still, hits received 5, damage taken absolutely nothing, repairs 0. So a good game in the Easy 8, and hopefully illustrated just how effective it can be to team up a fast medium tank like the Easy 8 with a couple of fast heavy hitting tanks like the KV-1S. Surprisingly effective combination of rapid fire manoeuvrability and slow firing big alpha damage manoeuvrability. Works very, very well as a team. So I hope you enjoyed the replay. That was the Easy 8 American tier 6 medium tank with a 76mm M1A2 gun. Take care on the battlefield, and I'll catch you next time.